Hello, it's me. Hey, just want to let you know that I'm going to be down here in the corner walking you through every step of this process. Hope you enjoy seeing me on screen here. All right, so before we can start learning anything, we've got to make sure that we've got the right tools on our computer. And you can have any operating system that you want, Linux, Windows, Mac, it's all okay. The tools that we're going to be using work on all those platforms. So the first thing that we need to get is a code editor called Brackets. So go ahead and open up whatever web browser that you'd like. I'm going to be using Safari here just first as an example. And you want to go to brackets.io. Okay, so Brackets is a web programming tool that will allow you to, one, edit code and visually see what it looks like very quickly. I'm a huge fan of this. I'm going to rant and rave about it as we talk about, different things here. But what we want to do is go ahead and first get it downloaded. So I'm going to click on this download Brackets. Right now, the current version is 1.9. You might have a different version at the time that you're downloading, but don't worry, there's no huge major changes in between versions. And so while that download is going, the other tool that we're going to need is the Chrome web browser. Now, Chrome is probably already installed on your computer. It's one of the most popular web browsers out there. But in case it's not, just go ahead and go to Google. If you go to google.com and you don't have Chrome installed on your computer, I'm going to guess that Chrome's going to be chomping at the bit to try and get you to, download it. But just go ahead and search for Google Chrome, and there's going to be a pop-up link, yep, right here at the top. Just go ahead and download this and get that installed. We're going to use Chrome web browser to debug our code, make sure that our website's looking good, and it works really well with Brackets. So you got to make sure that you got Chrome. Okay. So it looks like our Brackets download has finished. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that download and get this opening up. Now I'm installing Brackets here on a Mac. If you're on a PC or Linux, it's going to look a little bit different, but I'm going to assume that you know how to install things there. If you have any questions, please post them. Phil and I will be more than willing to help you to make sure you get on the right path there. Okay. So this is going to go ahead and first sort of get this installer up and running. Again, make sure if you don't have Chrome that you're downloading that and getting that install process ready to rock and roll. So once that's done, if you're on a Mac, it's going to show this little window where you need to take the Brackets application and move it into your applications folder. So go ahead and do that. Again, if you're on Linux or Windows, it's going to look a little bit different, but I'm sure you know how that looks on your system. So go ahead, go through that install process and make sure it gets into the right location. Okay, so Brackets has finished installing. It's time to go ahead and open it up now. Here on my Mac, I'm going to use the Launchpad to go ahead and get to this Brackets app. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and that will start opening it up. So Brackets is where we're going to be writing all of our website code. We're also going to be using it to test things out, see how it works. And if you open it up for the very first time, it's going to have this sort of sample website code here up and running. And you should just see some text like this. Now, first time coming here, you're going to look at this and be like, what the heck is all this garbage? Like, I don't know what any of this stuff means, but I'm going to show you how you can see what a website should be looking like here. So once you have this Brackets code open, make sure you've got index.html selected over here. You can kind of, click on different files to see what they look like, but make sure you have this index.html. Then go ahead and hit this little lightning bolt over here. This is called the live preview. So you've got to have Google Chrome installed for this to work, but once you have Chrome installed, go ahead and click on this live preview. And basically what happens is that Brackets goes ahead and starts a little web server and runs this website code that it has here, and it has it displayed inside of a Chrome web browser. So I've kind of split it up so I can see both side by side here. And the real power that comes from this is, obviously you don't know all the code that's happening over here, but if you scroll up to the top here where it says getting started with Brackets, if I go ahead and click on this on the right side in the Brackets editor, look what changes on the website. It tells me, hey, this is the part that you've selected. And if I want to say getting started with cheese or something like this, as I type and live update, it shows up here on the web browser. This is so awesome. I love Brackets for this. It makes it really cool to see what you're doing here in the code, how it impacts the actual website. Okay, so if you were able to get this live preview up, that means you are completely ready to go. Google Chrome and brackets, those are the two tools that we're going to be using to make websites. So if you had any issues whatsoever, please leave it as a question to this video. I'll be there to help you. We're now going to move on and learn about HTML5.